Hi, I'm Megan. I'm making this video for books to read for Christians or basically anybody. So obviously the Bible is a really amazing source for Christians, but I think the books that I explain are really amazing resources for almost like filling in the gaps of questions and helping you have a better mindset with things. So it's like just helped me, and I hope helps you guys too. So the first book is called Boundaries, and if you don't know, like, I think a lot of Christians know this book, but I feel like when you're a Christian, you have this almost like guilt that you have to please everybody and you have to do everything right, and this book allows you to have boundaries and allows you to be able to say no without feeling guilty and without feeling like you're disappointing people. I think I wrote a whole book on notes within this book. Like, I have so many notes. I love this book. I think it really opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I think having boundaries is a really good thing in a relationship, and loving people with boundaries is still allowed, and it's okay. The second book is called Forgiving What You Can't Forget. I feel like this is another popular one. The author is actually coming to my church to speak this year, so that's really cool. And this book is so well-rounded. It's about a woman, a personal experience, the author's personal experience. And honestly, sometimes I've had this too. This is the reason why I started my reading journey, is when you have to forgive somebody especially when you're a Christian, when Christians do bad things to other Christians or just do bad things in general, you know, you always wonder like why, you know, and just realizing that we're all human, and Jesus and God like forgives all sins, but you know, you still have that in your mind, and like trying to forgive them can be hard. And this book really helped me forgive people that I needed to, and realize that I can love them and still forgive them. And forgiveness does not mean that like they're getting away with what they did to you. Freedom is letting you be free and letting you live life to the fullest, not having this guilt or this shame or this anger or sadness living with you and holding like over you almost like a cloud. And forgiveness releases you from the pain. And it also talks about like sometimes the hardest person to forgive is yourself, and I know she had to deal with this as well, and realizing that like even though bad things happen, like good can come from them, and you can forgive yourself, and I think the more you forgive yourself, the more you can be willing to forgive others as well. And the last one I'm actually still reading, but I thought it was so good so far that I wanted to bring it into this video, is called Anxious for Nothing. And I have dealt with this so much. Like, I have dealt with anxiety, fear, and I have been working on it. The Untethered Soul is a book that I've been reading, and it's actually in my other book review, but it's an amazing book that also helped me with this. But so far what I've gotten from it is that even in bad times you can rejoice in the Lord and say thank you. Like, I was in a really bad situation for a long time, but now the time has come or passed, I realize I'm so grateful for the people who hurt me. I'm so grateful for these experiences that brought me to tears, that brought me down so far, because now I'm able to rebuild, and the person that I am today is not even half the person that I was, and I was able to help other people, my family, my friends, and their situations, and I would never be able to help somebody without going through it and fighting through and getting over that barrier, you know. And so I'm thankful for all my pain, my trauma, my experiences, and I'm able to look at them and say thank you for all of these, because I'm able to help people and help the people I love so much. And he has like a lot of examples that are so hard to read even, where you can just rejoice in the Lord and say thank you. And like every night when I go to bed, I literally in my head I'm like, thank you Lord, like you were like always being thankful. And another thing that he said that stuck out to me was that even though you're alone, like if you have no family, if you have no friends, if you are really alone all the time, you're never truly alone, because you will always have God, and God will always be with you. And yeah, so those are the 3 books that I recommend. But yeah, if you check them out, let me know. Thanks.